Hello and welcome to our Mitchell 1 VOYOLink Service Alerts presentation. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to join us for our presentation. My name is Tim McDonald and I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for Mitchell 1's Shop Management Software. Now I'm going to serve as a panelist but also the moderator through the process. I'm pleased to be joined by my fellow panelists. First from VOYOmotive, we have CEO Peter York and also Adam Sloan, Director of Automotive Engineering. Together, they'll provide details about VOYOmotive, the company, and specifically the VOYOLink integration. We are pleased to also have with us the Service and VOYO Fleet Manager, Aaron Martin from High Tech Automotive and Smog, located in Truckee, California. He will be sharing his shop's own VOYOLink experience. This webinar is provided to share how repair shops using Manager SE or ShopKey Shop Management can gain a competitive advantage and increase customer loyalty by adding VOYOLink service to their shops to provide a higher level of vehicle care through remote monitoring. Imagine having your customer's vehicle already relaying information or trouble code data to your Manager SE system before that vehicle ever arrives. We're talking about Manager SE shops being able to dazzle customers with an amazing service experience and thus increasing their loyalty to your shop. So let's take a look at this quick demonstration so that you can see how they work together. Onboarding requests and then service alerts. So the first thing you're going to notice, there is an onboarding request button in the upper right-hand corner, which will appear once you receive your first onboarding request. And so you're going to click on that and see what the contents are. We do have a request waiting. We can see a customer name and vehicle. Click on process, and we're going to look at the details provided. All right. So they filled out an onboarding form. We're comparing that to our database to see if there's a match. We got a match. Did they bring the same car? Used vehicle. Oh, customer is existing, but this time they brought us a different car. That's why we have an add vehicle option instead. If the customer is brand new, not in your database, select create new customer and vehicle. Now just compare how complete and accurate the information is. Click on next. One last look, everything good? Accept. Finish. And now you have created successfully a customer and vehicle record inside of Manager SE. If they were just linking the vehicle to your shop, you're all done. But now it gets more interesting. If there's an incoming alert with a code, that should be investigated now while there's plenty of time. Get a head start by clicking on the alerts to check it out and see what it's about. So we go in there and the scheduler opens on a new alerts tab. And we can double click and see what's going on. And I do see a trouble code there. But first, the options are I can save and close this with shop comments. If I know enough already, I can go ahead and convert this to an appointment. If it's just the 3-click gas cap type of code, quick close, but I want to keep a record of it in their vehicle history. And lastly, if I need to contact that customer for more information, I can send them a text from here. But wait, there's more. There is a mapping function so that we can actually see where that code was triggered for that vehicle. And maybe there's a towing concern that's involved with knowing that. So now let's double click on that code. It automatically opens up ProDemand, maybe a couple vehicle qualifiers, and then use this vehicle. All right, so it already filled that code into search. So we're going to get the best of everything that we have for that particular code. We're going to click on that link on the left side with the code number. And now all the various types of information we have been gathered up. You don't have to chase it down. It's all here in a diagnostic card sequence, whether it's from SureTrack Community or from the OEM. Let's take a peek at top repairs. What's fixed it a few thousand times? Well, this is what we know. And from there, you go to specs, testing, labor, wiring diagrams as you need it. So all of this was researched prior to that vehicle's arrival. So now you have a strategy when that vehicle does come in. And since I know enough about this code now, I can go back to that alert and I can convert this to an appointment because we've got enough to go on, and I can send a text to the customer and make sure that they're up to speed as far as what we're doing. We accomplished all of this using VOYOLink inside of your Manager SE. Just a quick recap of what we just saw. It was a seamless process delivering what a VOYOLink equipped vehicle, telling your shop about an alert that it recorded out there somewhere. And that code, that DTC, is linked to code-specific ProDemand information directly, so shops can quickly create a service plan prior to their arrival. And now we're going to shift gears a little bit and go right to Aaron at High Tech Auto and Smog to give us some of his actual real-world experience.
Thanks, Tim, for setting the stage for me. As he said, my name is Aaron Martin, and I work at High Tech Auto and Smog in Truckee, California. If you aren't already talking about telematics, you're going to. May this be the start or when you get back to your shop. One of the biggest things that this device offers is the state-of-the-art telematics. A lot of the information is really important for us as the shop. A lot of the information is really important to the customer or the fleet or the driver. One of the biggest things about data as a shop owner, as a mechanic, is access to true vehicle information. Sometimes the customer doesn't know when the light came on, how long the light's been on. They may have had somebody pull a code, but they don't know what it means, or that's one code in a list of codes. Knowing exactly what the car is reporting, when it's reporting, is really important. For us in California, emissions testing is very important. With the new VOYO Ready feature, we have the ability to see when monitors have set, if the vehicle is ready for testing, if not, what monitor is an issue, and potentially some steps to verify that. Another big issue for our customers, speed of service. Whether it's an individual customer or a fleet customer, how long the vehicle is with us and getting it back into service or back into use to pick up the family is very important. We can do a lot of things with this state-of-the-art telematics. We can track mileage. We can update customers for routine maintenance, preventative maintenance. We can help our customers avoid forgotten services. Oh, I had no idea I had already gone 12,000 miles. In immediate alerts for check engine light and other things. For us, we want to know when the car is reporting a DTC. For some of our customers, they're more concerned about driver behavior. Did they get a stability control alert, an ABS alert, something else? Is the vehicle driving faster than it should? For how long? How long has the vehicle been idling? All things that you can control through the VOYO Motive platform. After all of that is taken care of, peace of mind. I want to know when a car is fixed. Our customers want to know that we're taking care of their cars and when the vehicle is fixed. With the telematics monitoring, once a repair has been done, say a check engine light, I can see when the monitors have set and that the DTC is not returning. I don't have to drive it however many miles. I can have this device in the car. The customer can drive it. A customer can know we're watching the miles for their vehicle. I know when you need an oil change. I don't have to ask you. I'm not sending you a blank marketing text. You know that I know that it's time for an oil change. We can just do it. And then the confirmation. A couple of things that we have really seen are important. Our fleet managers, they like knowing that their drivers are being smart with their vehicles. Vehicles are expensive. Maintenance is expensive. Driver habits are really important. We had a 2020 transit van that was setting a check engine light for a misfire in the first 1,000 revolutions. The driver didn't notice. The fleet manager, when I brought it to their attention for the first time, looked at the car, didn't see the issue. It was setting intermittently. It would clear itself. We had all the data to show, oh no, look, it's set at this time, at this location. It was this temperature outside. It was whatever else the VOYO device was able to provide for us. We had another vehicle where a driver decided to fix the car themselves. A check engine light set. They didn't want to tell their fleet manager because they were somewhere they shouldn't have been. I saw where the code was set, when it was set. They cleared the code. I saw that the monitors had been reset. I saw the code come back. I was able to tell my fleet person, hey, this vehicle has had some crazy thing happen over the weekend. You need to check. That allowed accountability and to move forward. Peace of mind for us and for the customer. Another one, when we had a fleet, we put a lot of devices in a lot of vehicles. We were able to see that there were a few vehicles, one in particular, that we hadn't seen in about 12,000 miles. They weren't sure, we weren't sure. It had been through different drivers. Once the device was in the vehicle, we could see the mileage. I could see how long it had been. We were able to correct it and get the vehicle back in service safely before anything more serious had happened. That's my story with this technology, with Mitchell, with VOYO Motive. I hope that's helpful. You can make the decision for you and your shop. Tim, back to you.
All right, Aaron, thanks so much for sharing that experience. It's amazing you had the vehicle detail to tell the story when nobody else did. This helps our attendees appreciate your usage of the service as an integral part of your business success. All right, we're now going to switch to our next panelist, and this will be Adam at VOYOLink. So now that you've heard how VOYOLink enhances Manager SE workflow, I'm going to turn it over to Adam, and he's going to share with you some important details about VOYOLink.
Thanks, Tim. I'm Adam Sloan, the Director of Automotive Engineering at VOYO Motive. Today, I'm going to show you how to connect your shop to Manager SE, link to customers, and see customer information in the VOYOLink portal. VOYOmotive is a full-stack telematics company. We develop our own hardware, firmware, mobile apps, and cloud-based services. The VOYO OBD devices are the cornerstone of our platform. This VOYO Bluetooth device shown is our entry-level consumer offering. It connects the VOYO mobile app to transmit data to and from the cloud. It does not have an associated data plan. This is the VOYO LTE device. That is our fleet offering. While it can work with the VOYO mobile app, it also connects directly to the cell network using its embedded cell modem. What separates VOYO from conventional telematics is the ability to acquire advanced data from vehicles. We track over 100 parameters. This is related to service, repair, vehicle safety, driver behavior, and even weather conditions. While other telematics only report generic codes from the engine controller, the VOYO Diagnostics Scan Pro feature reads manufacturer codes from all controllers. It also reports symptom bite, freeze frame, and monitor readiness. VOYOmotive allows your shop to get advanced data from your customers' vehicles. To integrate with Manager SE, we've developed the VOYOLink platform, which is a first-of-its-kind application. The VOYOLink platform simplifies telematics integration to your Manager SE. It allows customers to connect to your shop with a single click. To set up your shop account, first go to this voyolink.com/M1 page. From this page, you press the Claim Your Shop button. Next, you'll search for your shop in the directory. Once you find your shop, press the Claim button. You will then receive an email to authenticate your account. That's it. The whole process is completed in under 5 minutes. From a customer standpoint, customers connect to your shop by going to the Find Shops page on the VOYOLink site. From this page, customers hit the link button. This sends an email with the customer information to your shop. Your shop then has 72 hours to accept or decline this link request, after which it will expire. Once a link request is accepted, data will begin flowing to your Manager SE. It's that simple. There's no custom coding, no intensive data entry, just a couple of clicks. VOYOLink also provides an intuitive interface that allows your shop to manage telematics connections. This is a view of the My Shops page in the VOYOLink portal. This first table shows your shops connected to VOYOLink. It also shows how many vehicles are connected to each shop. Scrolling down, still on the My Shops page, you can see all of the vehicles connected to your shops. This panel on the right allows you to access more information on a vehicle and the vehicle's owner. You can also manage connections to the vehicle. The status column in this table provides a call to action for a vehicle or customer's account. In this case, it's showing that your shop is notified that 2 vehicles have diagnostic alerts. And then scrolling further down on the My Shops page, your shop can view the connections by customer. You can see if the customer is a fleet or consumer, how many vehicles each customer has, and if there is a call to action for each customer. VOYOLink also allows shops to manage your own devices. Your shops can provide your customers with VOYO devices for emissions readiness testing, intermittent problem evaluation, and as part of a service package for fleet customers. Moving on, this is a view of the vehicle details page in the VOYOLink portal. This vehicle details page shows health and diagnostic data. The service-related information on this page includes odometer, remaining oil life, and tire pressure. You can also receive odometer-based alerts. Odometer-based alerts are available for remaining oil life, vehicle service, and tire replacement. You will receive an odometer-based alert when the service interval reaches 25%, 10%, or 0% remaining mileage. Email and text alerts can be sent to both the shop and the vehicle owner. Shops will also receive the alerts in their Manager SE. Scrolling down on the vehicle details page, you can see the diagnostic code information. Here we can see that the active codes are presented in blue, and you can dismiss the codes and they'll turn beige when dismissed. The VOYO controller scans for codes and updates parameter data once per minute. Here we're still on the vehicle details page, and you can click on the alerts to see additional information on the diagnostic. Here we can see the time when the diagnostic set, the location, the name of the controller, the code status, and the symptom byte data. Again, the VOYO Diagnostic Scan Pro feature reads both generic and manufacturer codes from all controllers. Finally, the VOYO LTE devices monitor emissions readiness. We call this feature VOYO Ready. Your shop is able to see the status of the individual emissions monitors for vehicles in the field. Your shop is then notified by email, text, or within Manager SE when all of the vehicle's emissions monitors are complete. This allows your shop to determine when the vehicle is ready for emissions testing. VOYOLink does have many additional features shop will find useful, but this provides you with an initial overview of how to connect to VOYOLink and manage your telematics connections. So Tim, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thanks for sharing those details, Adam. I mean, when we think about the scope of information of data that you're processing, I think there's a lot of aspects you mentioned I never would have thought about. All right, we're going to shift gears to our final panelist for this presentation. We're going to go to Peter York, who will present his vision and discuss the opportunities that shops gain when they adopt the VOYOLink strategy to their business. Peter, if you're ready, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Tim, and hello to all the attendees joining us today. I'm going to cover some of the additional sales and support programs available in VOYOLink. Shops logging into the VOYOLink site will land on the homepage. Here, you'll find announcements on new features and other updates, as well as other important. And on the topic of new announcements, we will soon be releasing a free fleet management system that integrates with VOYOLink. Shops will be able to offer this application to their customers. From the landing page, you'll find programs for shops to earn new revenue from the sale of VOYO devices. These include an affiliate program to refer users from your website or by submitting leads for fleet sales. We also have reseller programs available. Also on the homepage, you'll find dozens of short tutorial videos showing how to connect your shop, manage connections for one or multiple shops, and set up your affiliate program. At the bottom of the page, you'll find our media gallery with both digital and print assets. You can use this material to promote your connected shop on your website, for email campaigns, or printing countertop brochures. One of the other important features is that VOYOLink supports third-party telematics. We connect with two popular fleet management systems, Azuga and Samsara. It takes less than 5 minutes for a fleet to link these applications to your shop. We currently have pilots underway for Azuga and Samsara, so please reach out to us if your customers would like to link to your shop with these applications. To summarize VOYOLink's benefits, we help shops improve your top line by increasing shop visits and creating new revenue streams. We also improve shop efficiency by advanced planning for scheduling, parts ordering, and assigning the right person to the right job while reducing the need for data entry. Finally, if you'd like to book an online session to review your account setup or learn about VOYOLink, please send an email to contact@voyolink.com. We're here to help make your shop a connected shop. Thank you, and now back to Tim.
Very good. Thank you, Peter. We appreciate all of that information. I know our attendees do. Let's take a look in the mailbag. Are you ready? Thank you. We have collected a few things here. First one. When you click on send text, and that's a reference back to Manager SE and being in the alert, when you click on send text, what phone number will the customer see and can they respond conversationally? Or can we make that phone number our shop phone number? Okay, so send text, that's going to be for the telephone number in the Manager SE database that is designated for texting purposes. And so that's what it's going to default to. Depending on how you use your texting, if you use texting templates, the shop phone number could be part of that template, and then you could open it up to have a live conversation. All right. And let's go on here. Okay. Peter, this is, if you could recap the cost of the VOYO devices, the various types and what those are costing.
Sure, I'd be happy to. The VOYO Bluetooth device, which Adam referred to, is a consumer device that does not have a data plan. That has an MSRP of $100. The VOYO LTE device has a hardware cost of $120 and an annual network fee of $100. Now, those are prices charged to consumers as to fleets. We do offer discounts and rebates between 5 to 20%, depending on volume, to shops.
Very good. Appreciate that response. Going to, well, we're starting to get a few of them clicking in here now. Okay. So Armen asked that we please discuss pricing. So in terms of Manager SE, there is no additional cost there. The VOYO products will work with Manager SE. So Peter, could you kind of clarify on the pricing that we're really talking about as far as
when used with the VOYO telematics, the VOYOLink platform is included, as will the upcoming fleet system be included. When used with third-party telematics systems, there is a nominal charge of $2.50 per vehicle per month.
Very good. All right, thank you. Okay, next one. Will the devices be captive to the shop chosen at all times?
I will take that question. If, in fact, a shop is buying a device on behalf of its consumer and or fleet customers, the shop controls where that device is connected. If a consumer or if a fleet buys the devices, then it is their discretion which shops to link to. But if a shop purchases the devices and puts it on a customer's cars, they control that connection.
I think that makes sense in business that, hey, if I'm giving you the device, then you should be contacting me. But of course, the other end of the spectrum is a customer has the latitude to choose whichever VOYO shop that's connected in their vicinity. Okay, very good. All right. How would you promote the technology to our customers, emails or word of mouth? And Aaron, maybe you want to weigh in on that.
Sure, I can answer that. So for us, it's been a multi-part process. So far, we are still in a pilot program for our fleet customers, where we own the device. In terms of telling other customers and what they can do, it is mostly a conversation that we initiate with our customers. In terms of new onboard requests, that's something that the customer, if they own a device, when they look for a shop, can handle through the VOYOLink platform. And then we would get an onboarding request that says, so-and-so customer with such and such vehicle would like to connect to your shop. You may get some information. It's either a particular DTC that they're asking questions about or trying to become a customer of yours. That is what we are doing currently.
Very good.
I would also add what shops are doing with the affiliate program. Many of them are putting a banner up on their website. They show the device or give a handout to a consumer, particularly for personal vehicles, and tell them that if they would like to buy a VOYO device, go to their website, click on that link, it directs them to the site. The shop then gets paid actually for that referral through the affiliate program, and we know what shop to basically link that unit and customer's vehicle to.
Very good. All right, going to the next question here. Can data be exported? And I'm not quite sure of the context, whether this is alert data or for reporting purposes.
The short answer is yes. Most of the partners that we work with to export a large amount of data, we do through an API integration. Typically, there's some type of ERP type application, whether it be for fleet, maintenance, insurance, and the like. The fleet system, upcoming fleet system, will have an export function to create a CSV file with vehicle data.
Right, that's all that vehicle activity. Okay, got it. Very good. All right, next, how is this being marketed to people? Is there a way to get a report of how many vehicles are in our area? Like a unit population, I guess.
It's hard to basically give it on a unit population. We have tens of thousands of devices that are out across the country. Samsara and Azuga each have millions of vehicles. So in combination, there's national coverage.
Okay, very good. All right, next up we have, what if the customer has a device on their ODB2 port from their insurance company?
At the moment, we are working with others to develop and integrate other types of OBD devices into the VOYOLink platform. Our intention is to basically make it a completely open platform for third-party telematics service providers. They would have to reach out to us to let us know which OBD connector that they are using. We would then have to be in touch with the insurance company or the developer to do an integration. It's not a simple process, but we do have additional manufacturers in the queue and should be expanding coverage in 2024 and 2025.
We also have had the situation where, you know, say you have a lifted truck with automatic side steps and it's got an OBD device that plugs in order to get when is the door open or whatever else. We have used and tested the device with a full OBD DLC split so that you can have a secondary device additionally connected at the same time. We also have a few devices that we would like to stay inside of a dash, not necessarily out of, or not in the way of people's feet or easy view or whatever else. So that is also an option.
Well, awesome. Great information. You learn a lot of these things. Very good. So it sounds like things are possible, but some of it takes a very coordinated effort that Peter was referring to there. How quickly can devices be shipped out? And I guess that's directed at whatever source they choose to get their devices from.
Well, we are shipping devices when they're bought online, whether they are bought through Amazon or directly from our website. Typically, those are going out within 2 days. Standard shipping is UPS ground, but we have expedited shipping available if requested.
Sure. Very good. Good to have options. All right. Got one more here. It says, will you integrate with Geotab possibly?
We plan to integrate with all the large fleet management developers, without naming names, but with all the big ones.
Right. That is a qualified yes. Absolutely. All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for those great questions. First of all, on behalf of myself and Mitchell One, I want to thank our panelists for their special participation in this event from VOYO, Peter York and Adam Sloan. Thank you. And Aaron Martin from High Tech Auto and Smog. For more information about Manager SE, any of those aspects, you're free to contact me. That's at tim.mcdonald@mitchell1.com. For further information regarding VOYO, please write to contact@voyolink.com. And further, to claim your shop and access those informational video assets that were mentioned previously, please visit www.voyolink.com/M1. So with that, until next time, I want to thank you all again for joining us, taking time out of your day. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thank you.